Sup, bitches?
You're watching Fugitive Redeye, and welcome to another episode of Redeye Recommends, which itself is a sub-series of Redeye Raw, where I just recommend shit, and in this case it's going to be more YouTube channels, and in this case it's more true crime channels, because I've done a couple of these before. But the first channel I wanted to recommend, it's not just a true crime channel, but it's also just a horror channel, but he's done true crime and, fucked up, historical events and just strange stuff in general, and that's Wendigoon. This is a channel that I don't know why it took me so long to watch. He's a big channel, but he's fucking great. Wendigoon is really good. He talks about strange things in history, like I said, weird tragedies, just unexplained occurrences, interesting stuff, and he does iceberg videos and stuff. He's a very good channel. Again, I don't know why it took me so long to watch him. The next one I would like to recommend is Kyoto Robato. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's Kyoto Robato, or Robato, I don't know. But he specifically specializes in Japanese true crime and solved and unsolved and strange cases. So very good channel. I highly recommend him. I've very much been enjoying his content. And his editing style and narration have been really good. Yeah. So far, Wendigoon, Kyoto Robato, both really good. I've been enjoying them a lot. I've been binging them both a lot lately. I binged most of Wendigoon's content, within the last few months. And then Kyoto Robato, I've been watching. I discovered him, this week, so I've been watching his content predominantly this week. That's what I've been watching a lot on YouTube. Another channel I would like to recommend, and this one's kind of I don't want to say a ripoff, because it's not, but it's the same format. I'm not saying ripoff in necessarily the most negative sense. It's basically like Jim Can't Swim or JCS. It's a channel called Explore With Us, which started out as they would go out and explore and do other stuff and talk about stuff. Now they do a very similar format to Jim Can't Swim or JCS, Criminal Psychology, where they use interviews and then comment over them. It's very much the same format, but in some cases I actually prefer Explore With Us, mainly because they tend to have more videos. JCS, I think, is the better channel, don't get me wrong. But Explore With Us is my favorite one that does the same thing, because JCS basically started a genre where people will do, the commentary over the interrogation footage and stuff like that. Out of all of those, my favorite is Explore With Us. And like I said, they have done other stuff in the past as well. And I've enjoyed them. Other than that, is there any more? Nick Crowley. I've been watching a decent amount of Nick Crowley. I've watched him for a while now. He does, again, just dark stuff, unexplained mysteries, just kind of dark stuff in general. He's a horror channel, right? Like a real horror channel. He's talked about crimes, but he's done, kind of dark rabbit holes of, creepy people online, or creepy TV shows, or, strange occurrences, things like that. Tragedies like death on, stuff that was tragic happening on TV, stuff like that, or murderers appearing on TV, things like that. The next one I want to shout out, actually, is Took Too Much. Took Too Much is a really interesting one, because they cover a lot of topics that you don't see a lot of people talk about, and that's true with a couple of these. A couple of these do cover things that you don't really see talked about. But Took Too Much, I'm pretty sure they're a Spanish-based channel, just because they do a lot of stuff about cartels and things like that, and they subtitle things that are in Spanish exclusively. But they do, footage of killers and criminals and things like that. It's because of them that I learned about this pretty big cartel guy named El Mencho, who's a pretty big deal in Mexico. But they cover a lot of, tapes recorded by people either committing crimes or, people appearing who committed crimes in other things. It's pretty interesting stuff, so that's another good one. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Redeye Recommends. I recommend checking out all these channels. This has been Fugitive Redeye. Have a good one. Doodles.
Take care, boys. Okay, boy.
Curry sauce all over your anus. Delish.